It's an update video. Last summer, as we all know, extreme heat temperatures. I didn't have a good sweet potato harvest, which was in this garden bed right here. And the reason why I finally figured it out, I didn't want to make a video until I figured out what the problem was. And the reason why, according to the research I did, the reason why I didn't have a good sweet potato harvest is because I used the wrong soil. Black Kyle is good soil, but it has a lot of nitrogen in it, and sweet potatoes like mostly potassium. So I'm in the midst of preparing this. Most of this is compost that I made, or all of this is compost that I made. And I put a bunch of banana peels in here, and I'm just allowing them to break down to add the potassium to the soil. And I'm going to continue to add more compost to it to refill it. And this bed I still need to clear out. And lately, this is the most recent thing I've grown, which are mustard greens and collard greens. And I got mint right here, and I got one mint plant right there. But all of these, most of these are collard greens and mustard greens. I'm in the midst of creating some garden rows. As you can see, I'm going to expand this row. It's going to end right here. And I'm going to make my own compost and fill it in. But this right here is covered. This path here is covered with wood chips. This is a walking path covered in nothing but wood chips. And this is where I plan on planting a watermelon. And over here in this area is where I plan on trying to plant the cantaloupe. So that's the plan so far. And I'm liking the way it came out. But right now I'm just in the midst of preparing my soil for what I plan to plant. I plan on trying to grow some strawberries, maybe some blueberries. The soil to take the soil, or in order to prepare the soil for blueberries, it may be more than what I want to do. So I'm not sure about how I'm approach that yet, but we'll see. But this is where we are with the garden so far. So I'm proud of the progress this is making. I'm hoping it bears some good fruit. But I'm about to actually, these mustard greens, I'm about to pick them and bring them to my mama so she can cook them. That's gonna be some good eating. And I'm gonna pick a few of these collard greens and bring to her so we can get to work on those. And actually, when I pick these, everything is gonna grow back as long as I leave the root system intact. So that's the update. That's what's been going on in my garden and in my field of crops. Just wanted to give y'all an update. All right. If y'all got any questions, reach out to me. Or my cousin Brandy, shout out to you. I started trying to grow the onion. I just put it right here. I'm gonna see if it'll root. I know you're supposed to sit it in water, but I know sometimes you could skip that process. Like with sweet potatoes, you can just throw them in the dirt and they'll sprout. Or you could let them sit on the countertop and they'll sprout. But I don't know. I'm just trying to see if it'll happen with onion. So if y'all want me to make y'all some compost, just let me know. All of these things, all of these greens, this is all of my compost. I made this. I made the compost, covered in wood chips. I know it might not look like it, but the leaves from the trees from the last few months is covering it. But let's see. But yeah, it's covered, and it did real good. So we're going to see how it does in the summer. And actually, for the herbs that I have planted, it did really well with them, with lavender and I had stevia during the summer, aloe, chocolate mint, tastes like peppermint. That technique did really well. It's called the Back to Eden gardening style, or gardening method. But yeah, I really like making compost. And if you want me to make you some, just reach out to me. So that's the update. Now is the time to prepare your soil for what you're going to do in the spring, so that once the springtime comes, all you got to do is plant. And hopefully it'll be real easy for stuff to grow in the spring and the summer if you're preparing the soil now, because it'll allow all of your nutrients and or fertilizer, whatever, however you're going to do it, it'll allow it to break down right now and give it enough time to really get into the soil real good, and won't have much to do. And the other thing that I do plan on doing is getting some water bottles to install into the soil, and I'll fill up the water bottle, punch a hole at the bottom, and allow it to water like that. This is the purpose of doing it. I might have to make another video for that, but the purpose of doing it is to save soil. It's just to save water. It'll save water, and it's a better way of watering your crops, because your water is going to go directly to the root. But with watering it from the top, the water has to penetrate through the soil and work its way down. So it works harder and it takes more water. So I think I might do another video about explaining how I'm gonna set that up. But you can use gallons, you can use 3-gallon bottles. I got some 5-gallon bottles I've been saving, and I got different size bottles I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna also do that as well. So that's the update for today. That's what's going on, January 2024. I gotta get these sweet potatoes going. And I'm not gonna stop till I get it. Well, I did good my first time around. It's just my second time. I used the wrong soil, but I'm back at it again. Let's get to it. Y'all take it easy.